Let me tell you a story that will make you question everything you think you know about struggle, purpose, and the path you're on. It's a story about a man who walked through fire, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. A man who turned every obstacle into a stepping stone, every defeat into a lesson, and every moment of doubt into a test of his own will. His name was Miyamoto Musashi, and his life was a masterclass in resilience, strategy, and the art of turning chaos into clarity. But this isn't just a history lesson. This is about you, right now. The challenges you're facing, the doubts creeping into your mind, the feeling that you're lost, adrift, or stuck. What if I told you that you're not lost at all? What if I told you that every setback, every failure, every moment of confusion is a test, a deliberate, calculated test designed to forge you into something stronger, sharper, and more capable than you ever imagined? This video isn't just about Musashi, it's about you. It's about the red pill truth that life isn't here to coddle you, it's here to test you. And if you're willing to see it that way, you'll unlock a level of power and clarity that most people never even dream of. So buckle up. This isn't your typical self-help fluff. This is a deep dive into the psychology of struggle, the art of strategy, and the mindset of a warrior who never backed down. By the end of this, you'll see your life and your challenges in a whole new light. The Lone Wolf, Musashi's Crucible. Miyamoto Musashi wasn't born a legend, he was forged into one. As you already know, he was orphaned at a young age. He grew up in a world of violence and chaos. By the age of 13, he was already fighting duels to the death. By 30, he had fought and won over 60 duels, often against opponents who were older, stronger, and more experienced. But here's the kicker. Musashi didn't win because he was the best swordsman in Japan. He won because he understood something most people never do. Life is a test, and every challenge is an opportunity to level up. Think about that for a second. Imagine walking into a duel knowing that if you lose, you die. No second chances, no do-overs, just you, your sword, and the cold, hard reality of survival. That's the kind of pressure that breaks most people. But Musashi, he thrived on it. Why? Because he didn't see these duels as life or death situations. He saw them as tests. Tests of his skill, his strategy, his mindset. And with every test, he got better, sharper, more unstoppable. Now let's bring this back to you. You're not fighting duels to the death, I hope, but you're facing your own tests. Maybe it's a job that's pushing you to your limits. Maybe it's a relationship that's forcing you to confront your own weaknesses. Maybe it's a dream that feels just out of reach. Whatever it is, you have a choice. You can see it as a problem, or you can see it as a test. And here's the red pill truth. The moment you start seeing your challenges as tests, everything changes. Suddenly, that boss who's always on your case isn't just a jerk, he's a teacher. That relationship that's falling apart isn't just a failure, it's a lesson. That dream that feels impossible isn't just a pipe dream, it's a challenge designed to make you grow. The art of testing. Why life doesn't go easy on you. Let's get real for a second. Life isn't fair. It's not supposed to be. Fairness is a comforting lie we tell ourselves to avoid facing the hard truth. Life is designed to test you. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start playing the game on your terms. Think about it. When you're in the gym, what builds muscle? The easy reps. It's the heavy weights, the ones that push you to your limits, that make you stronger. The same principle applies to life. The easy moments don't make you grow. It's the hard ones, the ones that feel like they're breaking you, that force you to adapt, to evolve, to become something more. This is where most people get it wrong. They see challenges as obstacles, as things to be avoided or overcome as quickly as possible. But what if you flipped the script? What if you saw every challenge as a test, a deliberate opportunity to prove yourself, to grow, to become the person you're meant to be? This is the mindset of a warrior. It's the mindset of Musashi, and it's the mindset that will transform your life. The strategy of the sword, how to turn tests into triumphs. Musashi didn't just win duels because he was strong or fast. He won because he was strategic. He understood that every fight was as much about psychology as it was about skill. He would often show up late to duels, not because he was lazy, but because he wanted to throw his opponent off balance. He would use the environment to his advantage, positioning himself so the sun was in his opponent's eyes. He would even use his opponent's own expectations against them, luring them into a false sense of security before striking with precision. In other words, Musashi didn't just react to his tests, he anticipated them, he prepared for them, and he used them to his advantage. So how can you do the same? Anticipate the test. Life doesn't throw challenges at you randomly. There's a pattern, a rhythm. If you pay attention, you can start to see the tests coming. Maybe it's a recurring conflict at work. Maybe it's a pattern of self-sabotage in your relationships. Whatever it is, start looking for the patterns. The more you can anticipate the test, the better you can prepare for it. Prepare for the test. Once you see the test coming, it's time to prepare. This doesn't mean obsessing over every possible outcome. It means honing your skills, sharpening your mindset, and getting ready to face whatever comes your way. Use the test to your advantage. This is where most people fail. They see the test as something to be endured, not something to be used. But the truth is, every test is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to prove yourself. So don't just survive the test. Use it. The dopamine hit of growth. Why tests are addictive. Here's the thing about tests, they're addictive. Not in a toxic way, but in a way that fuels your growth. Every time you face a test and come out stronger, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. It's the same chemical that makes you feel good when you achieve a goal, but it's even more powerful because it's tied to your survival instincts. This is why Musashi kept seeking out duels long after he had nothing left to prove. It wasn't just about winning, it was about the rush of facing a challenge and coming out on top. And you can tap into that same rush every time you face a test, whether it's a difficult conversation, a tough workout, or a seemingly impossible goal. You're giving yourself the opportunity to experience that dopamine hit. The key is to lean into it, to embrace the test, not as something to be feared, but as something to be conquered. The final battle. Are you ready to face your test? So here's the question. Are you ready to see your challenges as tests? Are you ready to stop seeing yourself as lost and start seeing yourself as someone who's being tested, forged, and transformed? Because that's the truth. You're not lost, you're not stuck. You're being tested, and every test is an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become the person you're meant to be. Musashi didn't become a legend by accident. He became a legend by embracing every test, every challenge, every moment of doubt as an opportunity to prove himself. And you can do the same. So the next time life throws a challenge your way, don't run from it, don't resent it. See it for what it is, a test, and then step up, face it head on, and show yourself and the world what you're made of. Because you're not lost, you're being tested, and the test is where the magic happens. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, let me know by writing "I'm ready" in the comments. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.